The Greater Accra Regional Hospital, formerly known as the Rich Hospital, has been officially opened to the public today. President Mahama did the official commissioning sometime in November 2016, but the hospital did not open its doors to the public until today. Speaking at the ceremony, Minister of Health, Kweku Agyeman hinted that the President Akufo-Addo is willing to secure funding soon to commence the second phase of the project. Maxwell Agbagba was there in the morning and has come through with this report.
Rich Hospital was constructed sometime in the year 1929. It was supposed to cater for a smaller size of the population. With the population size increasing, the hospital had to overstretch its 191-bed facility. With the construction of the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, that would be a thing of the past. Dr. Ralph Ama is the head of the surgical unit here at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital.
Well, our building was built in the colonial days, so it's not up to standard. But with this one, there are lots of things in there, not only looking at the bed capacity, but the sophistication of the equipment that we have there and other things that are in the ambit of the paramedicals that they would later speak to you about as you go through the tour. So for us, it's having this high-tech thing that has even allowed us to have some expatriates working with us. So that's what we have now. For general surgery, we're doing the tummy tuck, which most women will go to South Africa, India, and China to do. Where, like I'm saying, doing the laparoscopic surgery. And then the orthopedics and trauma people are looking at taking on arthroscopy. So for every unit in the surgical department, the skill was there, but the tools for working with were not there. So people are happy to move into it, and the perennial problem of no bed and the increased bed capacity would help us to be able to work well. Thank you.
You talk about sophistication and the modern technology and the ultra-modern facilities. I hear that you can now produce your own oxygen here at this facility.
Yes.
What was the case previously?
The case previously was that we used to buy oxygen or outsource it from Air Liquide and other places, but this facility, everything has been done so that we don't have much difficulty with generation of power, oxygen and water. So that's what we have. It's generally a complete hospital running all by itself. So that's what we are happy about.
Now let's find out from the people who will be using this facility exactly how they feel about it.
Charity.
Charity. Hospital here na ma na agbele na ngmeneto na lete
mi engona wa ake na nyumegbe ni wo che ni chonhin ni jele ta no e ba fe no ko agbo ne ken ha wo ni imbia ni ba ne mba bi e na fe to mo 2 months ne 2 months e wo teme ko wo bi e edwe ko ni wo ke kwa wo bi e wo kama agbo e na tonton pe owo.
Okay. Essentially, what Nayeli Charity is saying is that she's grateful to God that they've put up a new facility here, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital she's talking about. She says she came here about 2 months ago and she had to sleep outside for 4 days and they were beaten by mosquitoes.
Ni agbene won bo na ma enwo na wa de nche aka ma no ko fe fo hawo agbene bi ene toilet ni bi e fite. She
says she's excited that they've put up an edifice like this one. She also talks about the state of the lavatory here, the washrooms here at this particular facility, the old one we are talking about. She says if you go there, you can't stand it.
Esther Manti.
Esther Manti. Hilachamo here na ma teonalete.
Oh, yeah, fine wa gente wa pa ebomode. Ebo den wa aka enye efe heko shi wo ba bia na 3 weeks na ken sister ina wa gente bia na shi ni ta nche ke ta we private me le ko ni nkala ya ke fe re de ken kalete de yi shipon na le ba private ko he la che a fe operation pa ko ba yi shipon ni ya jue ya lo ya tumo ye jeme no be inside there pako be kumentele on ka joshin dag nke ba.
Okay. Her name is Nancy, as she mentioned earlier. She's also full of praise to the government. She says the previous government. She's saying that she came here some few weeks ago, and then a relative is actually here. She went through a cesarean section, and because she's up here and there's no water here around this place, sometimes she'd have to come all the way down. Somebody who went through a cesarean section some few days ago would have to walk all the way down here, descend the staircase before she's able to access water. She says herself personally sometimes she would have to carry water here to this hospital because there's no water here. President Mahama officially commissioned the Greater Accra Regional Hospital sometime in November 2016, but the hospital did not open its doors to patients until today. Speaking at an official ceremony to operationalize the hospital, Health Minister Kweku Agyemang-Manu says government will secure funding to start the second phase of the project, which would add about 250 beds more to the existing 400 beds.
In line with the President Nana Akufo-Addo's vision of building on his predecessor's performance, his government will in the next few months commence the process of securing the appropriate funding to commence the construction of the phase 2 to achieve the full functionality of the envisaged development. This, however, is going to be a very huge task due to the current financial situation this nation has been plunged into. Mr. Chairman, before I proceed, permit me to place on record that our presence here to witness the operationalization of this impressive project has been made possible through funding from Exim Bank USA and HSBC UK that will ensure rapid access to a modern hospital facility in times of emergencies. The congestion in the surgical department, internal medicine and the child health department, especially NICU, did not augur well for the management of neonates experiencing complications. Currently, neonatal health accounts for about 40% of all deaths to children under 5 in the hospital. These facilities have been expanded to meet the needs of the growing child population.
Yes. Stadium type accidental case. Yeah.
Okay. So that one is a mass thing we'll deal with. So we'll have to deal. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And it's not all the patients.
Up next is sports on the pulse. Please stay.